Guy who grew up in this area, what did it mean to get that start on the road at Texas A&M as a former walk-on?
I wasn't a walk-on, but
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it was awesome. It was really cool. It was nothing like I've ever experienced, especially being from here.
Yeah.
And you grow up and you see how big it grows in these guys. You look up to them and you're like, wow, I could never be like anything like them. You think these are just like godly of men, and then you get here and you realize, okay, maybe I do have a chance to be like something like this. And so it was a great experience getting to, come out there and be a hometown hero, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
When did you find out you were going to start?
I don't even know. I really don't. I just kind of went out there and he was like, hey, Cade. That's what I went with. Did what I was told.
Any nerves or butterflies when you're out there warming up?
Honestly, every game, ever since I was a little kid, before that first hit, you always got the jitters, like, ooh, man, hope I don't mess up here. And then after the first hit, it's really just about ball.
Talk about the volume, the crowd and the offensive line and the communication between you guys, what that was like during the game.
Well, there was 105,000 people, so it's going to be really tough. But I think we communicated well. We had a bunch of decisions to make throughout the week, going through the game. How we're gonna handle this crowd. And Coach Caldwell taught us all these new ways to just say, hey, look, man, you got to lock in, focus. And I think we did a really good job of handling it.
Did you hear from Randy Robinson or J-Mo?
Yeah, I did.
After?
I heard from J-Mo. He gave me like a long text of how proud he was, and he's a wild dude, and I was just happy that he was happy that we got to shut up on him.
How much credit do you give to J-Mo for your progression and being kind of who you are today?
I give him all the credit, really, because he taught me to never give up, fight, be a man. If you want something, go attack for it. And him and between my family, him, Coach Rob, they all taught me a little something. Thankful for it all.
Did the noise get to a point Saturday where you guys had to do any silent counts?
I think most of them. I don't know. I didn't play. I think most of this game was silent count because his head between his legs. So I think most of the game turned out to be silent.
With all the support you have from 6 Mile and just around here, just how has it been in general these last couple years being able to represent for the hometown?
Oh, it's been cool. It really has. Because you walk in the locker room every day and you see guys like JD and Judah and Will, and how many of them are there? There's a lot, like 12 of us. And so we get to be like the role models for the guys when you walk 10 minutes down the street and there's Daniel. They look up to you, and you don't want to disappoint them. So you always got to make sure that you represent yourself well to help them make themselves look better.
All right, I have to ask. Not anybody can pull off the mullet look, but why that look? Do you do it? But why that look, and how much do your teammates talk about it?
I catch a lot of crap for it. I really do. I've embraced it. Originally, I was coming out of high school, and a few years before I came out of high school, my uncle died in a car wreck, and all my dad and all his brothers had mullets, and I was like, well, when I get out of the house and able to have my own hairdo, I'm going to grow a mullet. And then I shaved it off, and now I'm just growing it, just for fun, just to see how much people can say like, okay, you're goofy. I don't know. I kind of enjoy the mullet now.
Which teammate gives you the most grief?
Oh man, I'd have to say probably Big John Simpson. He tears into me all the time about my hair. I've kind of embraced it now.
Has it earned you a nickname?
Yeah, when Lynn J first got here, he told everybody that my name was Hank. He never asked me. He just assumed my name was Hank. So now I get called Hank all the time, and I just kind of look around, and I didn't even think it was me until he said it. So now I'm Hank.
So what does Big John say to you about it?
Well, when I first had it, I shaved it off, but when I first had it, he used to just mess with me all the time about being white boy with a mullet, just the goofy. I don't know most of them. I can't remember most of them, but I just know every now and then he'll just pull it, or he'll mess with my hair just to mess with me. I'm drawing blanks right now. If you ask me another time, I can tell you, but I can't tell you.
But does that kind of fall into the whole offensive linemen are just different deal?
I think we're all different. Offensive linemen are we're just different kind of people. You know, we don't expect to see the glory. We'd rather watch two guys score touchdowns in the game than we would, you know, we'd like to do our part, and that's all we really care about. You know, how many points can we score for everybody else and make everybody else happy? And if we're not seen or heard, we did a great job.
So when did you have your moment Saturday? Was it after you walked off the field, you're on the plane home, and you're like, crap, that was a lot of fun?
I think it was just getting on the bus. You know, I walked in and everybody's like, good job, man. And I was just kind of sat down and I was like, maybe that was a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind doing that again.
Talk about playing with Coach. Talk about working with Coach Caldwell since you've been here. You know, what's one of those moments where you're like, you know, what is this guy doing? And you know, talk about some of the interactions you guys have had since you've been here.
Coach Caldwell, he's a heck of a coach, but you know, he's very stern. He likes his way or the highway. And so when I first got here, I had, you know, not the best practice habits. So he had to teach me all over again how to practice and really want to be able to practice, want to be here. And he's like Jay used to say, he's a great guy, but he likes it his way or the highway. And you know, I don't know, he's a heck of a coach, and he can make us laugh and he can make you mad, but more than likely he'll make you laugh or he'll make you mad. So that's what I like about Coach Caldwell. He's always there to have you back, pick you up, and make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be.
When you first got here, going up against some of these guys on the defensive line, was there ever a moment you just kind of asked yourself, what have I got myself into?
Yeah, actually, when I was redshirting, my redshirt year, we were playing Georgia Tech that week, and Georgia Tech doesn't have a cut. And I remember I made too far of a cut, and I got Dexter on the, you know, messed him up. I cut him, and that made him really mad. And Dexter, being Dexter, you know, picked me up, slammed me, and I was like, wow, I just got picked up and slammed, and I'm 300 pounds myself. And he terrified me after that, but I don't know, he's a big teddy bear, but that scared me, that did.
So now no more cut blocks, no more scout team. This week, Georgia Southern coming up. You guys doing any film work, and what do you think about the team?
We just got to approach it like every week, you know, take the team on and, you know, really lock in and focus and just worry about, you know, being the best we can be and, you know, attacking them best of our ability.
All right, I'm gonna